Imagine them catching their breath to talk shit about you because you don't want to do backflips for America because you mentally not stable.
Hey y'all, let's talk about it. So I have been stalking Netflix for the last, I don't know how many weeks, waiting for the Simone Biles documentary to come out, and it's out. The first 2 episodes. Netflix is doing us dirty, right? They're doing that whole thing. They're not releasing it all at once. So I guess we're getting 2 episodes at a time. Just came out. Let's talk about it. All right. This right here, my jam. Why? Because Simone Biles is my typical client. No, I don't work with Olympians, but I work with high achieving, high performing, perfectionist Black women who have trauma that they've been avoiding because they're so good at what they do in their careers and their businesses that they can avoid the trauma until it's too late. Some pops off. Some catastrophe happens, panic attack, loss of job, loss of relationship, health problems, and now is a wake-up call, and now we got to deal with it. This is Simone Biles here. So first, let's go back. So let me tell you, I did not grow up watching Simone Biles, right? She was after me. I'm a Gen X. We grew up watching Dominique Dawes, Gabby Douglas, but I always like to watch gymnastics for the one, because usually it was like the one Black girl who was there, who we rooting for. Yes, girl, come on, represent all of us, right? So imagine being a little Black girl and a sea of people who don't look like you representing for us. Because you know that's how we do, right? If one of us get up in there, we represent for the whole Black race, okay? We ain't even a race, but you know what I'm talking about. All the Black people in the world. That's how it is. So imagine that, plus the pressure of being like one of the top athletes in the entire world, okay? And dealing with not dealing, I should say, with your mental health. That's what's going on here. There was a lot talked about in the first 2 episodes. They talked about her performance in Tokyo. They talked about how high performing, high achieving, perfectionist Black girl had to say, no, I can't do it. Guess what she had to do? She had to set a boundary. She had to set a boundary because her body, her mind, her emotions were not in sync, broke down. She literally said, at some point, your body is going to break down if you're not taking care of it. That was not her exact quote. That's pretty much what she said. And I think what they did a good job of highlighting in this documentary is the pressures of doing that when the problem is mental, it's invisible, not physical. Because if she broke her leg, you know what I mean? If she had some type of injury, people would say, oh man, she dropped out. She couldn't do it anymore. She had an injury. But it wasn't an injury that we could see. It was an invisible injury. And they talked about, oh God, I can't think of her name. And I remember this so clear, who was hurt in the past. And she was literally performing gymnastics with an injury and further injured herself. Y'all know, if y'all been watching, tell me in the comments what her name is. Little white girl. Oh, with the short hair. Oh my God, I can see her face. Anyway, and how that was celebrated, right? How we were rooting for her to keep going even though she was injured. And we're rooting for her to keep going because she's representing America and not caring about the fact that this girl is injured. She could further hurt herself. We didn't care about that. You just got to represent America. So this is the mentality. This is what's going on. So you got this little Black girl competing in this whitewashed sport, right? With people who don't look like her, carrying all the weight of that. And let's not even talk about her past. So I didn't even know about her past. The fact that her parents apparently, were alcoholics, drug addicts. She was in the foster care system, adopted by her grandparents. So we got all of that trauma. That's trauma in and of itself. Then we have the sexual abuse trauma, right? There's a lot of components here that are piling up. And this girl is performing, okay? Have you watched her? She is fast. She is powerful. She has brushed all of this aside so she could perform, so she can represent herself, represent her country. And when she decides enough is enough, I have to insert a boundary, we turn against her. Houseway. We turn against her. How dare you? What's wrong with you? Keep going. Forget you. Forget how you feel. Forget what's going on with your body. Forget what's going on with your heart, right? Forget what's going on with you. We don't care about that. You need to perform. How many of y'all are doing that in your life right now? Forget how I'm feeling. Forget what's going on in my life. Forget the grief. Forget the travesty. Forget the trauma. Forget everything that I've been experiencing. I have to perform. I have to keep going. I got to pay these bills. I got to take care of my family. I got to do X, Y, and Z. I can't stop. I am so proud of her for her example, for her wisdom to say enough is enough. I can't go on right now. I have to stop. And even though she felt guilty, even though she felt ashamed, all of those feelings that come with her experience, she did it anyway. She did it anyway. She rested. She healed, right? She worked on herself and she came back. Let that be an example for all of us, okay? That you're going to have these moments in your life. You're going to have these breakdowns. You're going to have these unexpected moments that, you know, you didn't anticipate, that is not at all what you had planned. And you still, now you got to figure out what you're going to do about it. And just because you have those moments doesn't mean that the show is over, right? It just makes you take that time, you heal, you rest, and you can come back later better than ever. And so they showed her with the husband, they showed her in her new home, they showed her in, you know, just her being her. And so I love the first 2 episodes. I'm looking forward to more. I love them showing her relationship with her family, her and her husband, the support system, because y'all was not feeling her husband at all. So, you know, we don't never know what's going on behind the scenes, but so far what I've seen, I've liked. It seems like she's getting the support that she needs. It seems like she's coming back better than ever, preparing for Paris. And I just thought it was so dope, learning more about her story, really seeing the behind the scenes and really talking about what happens. And something else she said that I think that was really key, really important. She said that she didn't get the proper care that she needed because she thought she was okay. She didn't get the proper care that she needed because she thought she was okay. Again, this is my client. You know, when women finally come to me, I'm like, what took you so long? You've been dealing with this for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, right? And they say, you know what? I thought I could deal with it. I thought I would be okay. I thought I could handle it on my own. I thought because I could get up every morning and perform and do what I needed to do, I thought I was okay until I wasn't. And that's what we're seeing here with Simone. She was okay until she wasn't. And once you realize I'm not, shit hits the fan, everything comes out, and now we got to deal with it. But I am so proud of her for dealing with it and coming back. So y'all tell me your thoughts. What did you think about the docuseries or documentary so far? Are you watching? What were your key takeaways? What did you learn from it? What were your ahas? Let's talk about it. I will talk to you all soon, and peace.